Sun Tarot. I am Kimmy. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. For those of you that are returning to my channel, thank you. Very glad to have you here too. For those of you that have not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below so we can stay connected. One more thing about the subscribe button. There is a community tab on the channel if you're going to it from mobile or from the web. If you decide that you don't want to subscribe, do check in on that community tab every once in a while, because in the community tab I post like a card of the day, often, not every day, but when my time will allow, and I also post, you know, updates and things of that nature there on the community tab. So, but if you're already subscribed, that's going to come up in your subscribed feed. So, but for those of you that don't, just letting you know about that. All right, so this is going to be for February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. Y'all already know what I feel about Valentine's Day. If you saw my video last night, and like I said, some flowers that don't have any meaning, but they're really quite beautiful. I love pink roses. Pink roses are my favorite flowers. So. All right. Let's see what we have for the 13th for the collective, please. Any messages for anybody that needs to hear them? Two of Coins. 4 more, please, Spirit. 4 more. Ooh. I don't like this card. This card personally offends me every time I see it, I swear. The 10 of Swords. Now the good part about it is, you know, it's not going to get any worse. So, alrighty. 3 more, please, Spirit. This is an entirely different message from what we got for today. Just saying. Alright, 3 more, please. 3 more. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Well, that made a little bit of a turnaround. Okay. 1 more, please. This chair, by the way, it's sometimes like, if I drop, it's because the chair's broken. My son broke it one day. So just in case it happens. Ooh! Oh, the Palace of Wands. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are going to take a clarifier on the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Swords before we read the reading. It ends very lovely, but you know that those are future cards. They could be at any time during the future for some of you. Maybe it's going to be over the weekend. Very, very passionate there. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Okay. And 2 of Pentacles. Okay. See, there it went. If it does it again, I might have to like get the other chair. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Coins in this deck. This is about finding balance in your life, needing balance in your life. This is where you finally get to the point where things are evening out and you're not putting too much time into one thing and not enough time into something else. And I see that the balance that needed to occur was with regards to the balance between your love life or your passions, things that you're passionate about as well. So this doesn't have to just be like a relationship type situation, but you know, let's say, okay, well here's a weird example. I make chainmail. Not very often, but I do. And at one point in time, it was a very big passion of mine. And so I used to, you know, do that pretty much like every night there for a while. And, but it was kind of like taking away from time, like with my kid and stuff like that. So, you know, something that you're passionate about, something that you love, whether that's a person, whether that's family, whether that's, you know, taking time just for you. You got to love yourself first, right? And then the stresses and strains of life. So it looks like you finally come to a point where you're gaining that balance, which is fabulous. Now, sometimes whenever we see the two, sometimes there can be a decision that needs to be made. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like you're finally getting to an even keel in your life. What I'm sensing is that some of you had some very deep work issues, whether it was a need for increased finances or need for a new job or just work trials. That's what I was feeling very strongly, because this ten of Wands is you know, burdens all around. So I feel like you finally come to a point where you've been able to balance it out. Things are starting to move smoothly, starting to even out, which, you know, we sometimes see around this time of the year too, because December is always kind of rough on businesses. So then we move forward, and these energies, you know, could be occurring now or in the recent past. We have the Ten of Swords. Oh, this is mental anguish, mental struggles, like intense mental struggles. Feeling a great deal of mental pain. Well, I see that that pain has come from you having a victory that came with a price. Five of Swords is always victory at a price for me. He's got these three swords. He has the swords of these two people too, and they're walking away. So it was, you know, victory at a price. Five of Swords often speaks of a need for open and honest communication. This appears to be the result of some sort of betrayal, some sort of deception. This could have been anything. A lot of people like to point out, you know, cheating and stealing. This could have been anything, anything that made you feel betrayed, or you did this to somebody and you have been up in your head over the regret of doing it. So it's either you being up in your head with regret, or you being up in your head over a situation. I feel like it might be a combination of both. Combination of both here, because we have some good cards and we have some difficult cards. But I mean, here's like, you know, attacked on all sides kind of feeling. And so once again, we have the betrayal, possibly you walking away from something, kind of that lone wolf sort of energy. Victory at a price, some sort of, you know, heated argument, discussion. Because when we have swords, it usually has to do with communication. Something that did not go well, and you won. You won, but boy, it came at a price. So you lost a person or people as a result. I'm feeling the number 7 keeps popping in my head, and not from the 7 of Swords. 7, 7, 7. I'm feeling like you've lost friends, and you've lost. I feel like it's not just. I feel very strongly that it's not just losing one or two people here. I feel like you've lost friends as a result of something. Maybe they betrayed you. Maybe you decided that you were making a change in your life, and you had to walk away and become the lone wolf. But 7, it's like 7 people keeps popping into my head. 7 people. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure who that's for. There goes the chair again. All right, in a minute I'm going to have to pause and swap them out. Okay. There's also some mental anguish over somebody who exhibits the traits of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn and, oh gosh, I don't know why I can't remember, Aquarius energy. And it can also be Taurus, Virgo. but it could be anybody. I always tell you guys that you know that when we're referring to the cards and we talk about the signs, it's just the signs have lent their traits to the cards. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, we have somebody who's very steady, very stable, possibly a business owner. You know, if not a business owner, somebody who's very driven in life to achieve and succeed. But at the same time, they're also a very nurturing and caring soul. The Queen of Pentacles is known as being a giver and putting the needs of other people before herself. So there's some mental anguish over somebody who exhibits those traits. And then we have the Magician here. This could be a person or this could be you. I feel like this is you trying to take back control of your life after these hurts and struggles, and after this, you know, you found your balance, and now I feel like you're trying to gain control over your mental struggles as well. Because I see in the next card, for whomever this applies to, you get your boldness and your confidence back. So I feel like this is you gaining back your mental strength after those struggles, those difficulties. Well, then we move forward to the energy of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This is very, very bold, very confident. The Knight of Wands just charges right in, sometimes impulsively, to bring about, you know, something. It's usually associated with creating a plan and implementing it, and pursuing a dream or pursuing a person. With regards to love, this can also be, like I've said before in the past, the Knight of Wands can be that hot and cold energy that we sometimes see, but I feel like this is you gaining that confidence back and, you know, getting that boldness to charge forward in your life, in some area of your life, which we do not have, clarification on what that is. And I don't think I'm going to take clarification either, because I feel like this could be several different things for several different people. For some, it's pursuing a job situation. For some, it's pursuing a new, you know, starting a new career, starting, you know, a new project of some sort that is a personal passion. Actually, for a lot of you, since I've had such a strong love focus with all of y'all's energies, this will very likely be somebody rushing in to see somebody. I was feeling both communication or you know, actually meeting up with somebody, but I feel like this is going to be an in-person thing. Very passionate. There's a lot of chemistry here between you and, if this is you, it's between you and your person. There's a lot of chemistry there. That Knight of Wands energy is like extremely passionate. Then we move on to the Page of Wands. Same sort of passion, same sort of boldness, same sort of confidence. The Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands all have, you know, tremendous boldness. And the Page of Wands, the pages are messengers. So this could be a new idea, a new direction you decide you want to go in. But this can also be with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands finds that one thing that they don't want to let go of, and they never let go. They hold on tight. And so that's the beauty of the Page of Wands. But the Page of Wands is also the communication of something passionate, something creative, a brand new idea, a brand new dream, a brand new direction. Now, I love this. So, so we end our reading with the Palace of Wands, and look at who's up there on top of that pillar here. It's our Knight of Wands. So I feel like if you're exhibiting the traits of the Knight of Wands, I feel that you're coming to a point where you're completely in your power. You're completely in that confidence. You have returned to a strong, steady, kind of balanced force in your life, right? And now you're at a position where you can harness that passion and you can put it towards something that excites you, whether that be a relationship, or whether that be a new project or something like that, or pursuing a dream. And you have, we see with the Magician here, clarifying the Ten of Swords, you have everything that you need in order to make your dreams a reality, in order to get to a point where, you know, your passions are being harnessed to produce something amazing and concrete. Now, this is also, you know, a place where passion can exist. So if we're talking about a relationship, you might be having a really nice time coming up soon. But it looks like that's going to be after. I am going to clarify that Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. It's driving me crazy. So remember that as I clarify this, it kind of drills it down to a select group of you that are watching. But if you resonated with it before I clarify it, but you don't after, go with, you know, the feeling that you had from what was first expressed. But I feel like I'm being told to clarify the Knight and the Page too. So let's take a look at this Knight of Wands, please, Spirit. Why is the Knight of Wands here for our viewers? Okay, that was interesting. So I don't know if I can actually show you because my camera tripod is busted, but what happened was 4 cards fell out and kicked the Page of Wands out of the reading. Literally, the Page of Wands is sitting above the reading. I'm going to leave it there and see if I can take a picture. Well, let me see if I can turn this down. If not, I'll be right back. But let's see if I can show you. Show you here. See how the Page of Wands got kicked up. It was like, there goes my chair. Hold on, sorry. My chair is just driving me crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, we are settled again. So the Page of Wands literally was kicked out by these 4 cards, which has to be significant. So let's see what we got, clarifying our Knight of Wands. And then, Spirit, give me some direction as to why the page was removed. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, our Knight of Wands. This is for those of you that are seeing it from a love perspective. Our Knight of Wands. We have 2 people here. We also have a yucky card in the back, and I'll show it to you in just a second. We have the High Priestess and the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So our Knight of Wands is moving towards this situation. It's a desire for a new beginning. I believe the Knight is becoming the King. So the Knight is gaining increased confidence, increased boldness, and has risen up to King status, and is going to be reconnecting with somebody that embodies the traits of the High Priestess. And I say that because we have 2 people here. 2 people and then a passionate new beginning. And we also have heartbreak, which tells me the heartbreak occurred between 2 people. So I feel like the heartbreak was in the past. The interesting part about the 3 of Swords is we have 1 person hurt, another person hurt, and the couple hurt here. So regarding the people that I see clarifying our Knight of Wands, we have, like I said, we have the King of Wands, which I feel is actually the Knight of Wands. There's a boldness, a confidence. He's a little bit commanding, you know. He's very much in his power, very commanding, and he is kind of a take charge sort of guy, you know. Very, very charismatic, super magnetic. So these 2 people have a very strong chemistry. So super magnetic, very much. So I neglected to mention this. We have Scorpio Sagittarius energy here. This is Leo, Leo Cancer energy. And then we have Pisces Cancer. In case that means anything to anybody. But, like I said, traits. The reason I was drawn to that is I feel like somebody, whomever is embodying the traits of the Knight of Wands, also has additional traits within their chart from the King of Wands, is what I was getting. Okay, so the King of Wands is very good at uniting people, great communicator, super communicator, extremely passionate, very charismatic, very well liked, very commanding though. And then our High Priestess is somebody who's very stable, very calm, very patient, very intuitive, somewhat psychic. They're also known as the Secret Keeper. So there is the potential that a secret could be hidden here. But there's also a strong potential that any secrets the King of Wands has, the High Priestess already knows, intuitively speaking. But it looks like there was some heartbreak between these two. And now the person embodying the traits of the Knight of Wands becomes the king with his boldness and his confidence, although temporarily, because he stays a knight back here. Becomes a king, and there's a new beginning here for these two people. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't really call the High Priestess like another person, but because that Three of Swords came out, it is hard not to see it that way. I can't believe I'm already at 22 minutes. I'm so sorry, y'all. It was actually 2224. All right, I'd like to know, Spirit, why did you force our Page of Wands out? Oh, okay. So, the Page of Wands. Okay, so we got the Three of Pentacles and we have the Lovers. I feel like a decision is going to be made by the person who is embodying that Knight of Wands trait, and somebody else is going to be removed from the mix. It's like there was a three-party situation, and it looks like this person, and that won't be for everybody, but it looks like this person who is returning to his High Priestess, and I say his just because it's a guy on the card, but the person who's returning to his High Priestess is making a decision to remove somebody else who embodies the Page of Wands traits. Wow, wasn't quite expecting that. Now, I thought the Knight and the Page were probably the same, which I think is why Spirit knocked that out of the way. February 13th, please. Children may be affecting your romantic life. Your love life is being affected by children. That's not going to apply to everybody, so I'm going to take one more card. Apparently I'm supposed to take two. Okay, so we have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And I think this is the message for the person. So flirt, I believe, is for both the person represented as the Knight of Wands and the person that is represented as the High Priestess. Flirt with each other. And then we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, which is what I see this person has been trying to do. And it looks like they are going to free themselves from that third party situation in order to move to a much stronger, it looks like a position of strength for this couple. It's going to be very, very passionate because the Palace of Wands is extremely passionate. So that's all I have for y'all today. I hope it wasn't too discombobulated. Maybe I should go over it one more time, even though we're at 25 minutes. Let me go over it really quick and just show you what we have, okay? Two of coins. You've been gaining, this person in this spread has been gaining back their balance after a very difficult work situation is what I'm feeling. And they're now able to give equally to their personal time as well as to their work time. They've been going through some heavy-duty mental anguish over a betrayal of some sort, may have been related to the heartbreak we see in the next card. So the mental anguish over betrayal, a loss of some friends and things of that nature, victory at a heavy price with a loss there, trying to gain back control of the mental struggles and things of that nature, and also being very much in your thoughts over somebody that exhibits the traits of the Queen of Wands, a very nurturing, loving, compassionate soul. And then we move forward to this passionate, very bold, very confident energy. So the person who is dealing with all this mental anguish and mental struggles is starting to get their courage back, their strength, their boldness, their fierceness, and they're going to push forward to repair a heartbroken situation and have a new passionate beginning. They're gaining a stronger amount of courage here as they elevate to the king status and have a brand new passionate beginning with somebody who embodies the traits of the High Priestess. Meanwhile, they have another person over here on the side. Now don't go accusing people of things, because remember, this doesn't apply to everybody. There's another person over here in the mix who is getting removed from the mix when a decision is being made, and the only reason I'm saying they're being removed is because it was removed from our reading. So there's a strong message of being removed there. And then Mr. Knight of Wands will be able to move to this place of stability and strength with regards to his passions, his boldness, his fierceness, his creativity, his ideas, his dreams, and possibly the connection he has with this other person as well will be exceedingly passionate. Keep in mind, although I mentioned he, because the Knight on here is male, it could be male or female. Put them wherever they need to be. Also, children might be in the mix. It might be an issue in some situations, but not all. Flirt with one another. And free yourself from that which no longer serves you, aka Page of Wands. Alright guys, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Friday the 13th. Apparently this is really pretty specific to probably just a few of you, but I hope that some of you got some stuff out of it anyway. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.